Hello bros, I'm Inquisition Effect 0, BroFive production, next part of Dragon Age Inquisition. So coming right here. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing first of all. That's called Cassandra. I thought that was Cassandra actually.
Ugh.
Worried?
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now we find allies to help us close the breach, if that is even possible. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
I believe that, my god, hold on him.
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
If I wouldn't believe in any god, yeah, I would be Elven god.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, So Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
That's amazing. Yeah, talk to them. Yeah, that's let's talk to Iron Bolt.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
I've got the mark on my hand. I've sealed Fade Rifts, and hopefully I'll seal the breach as well.
That means you have a skill. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be deciding alliances. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Huh. Of course I
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
I thought I had.
Didn't all grow up with
Pokemon
fancy noble horses on the
Natalie.
boat. You ride whatever owns you. Why are you here with the scouts instead of fobbing around with nobles anyway?
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being up front is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
He has a bigger mustache than me.
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
We talk later.
And there she goes.
Something here. Of course I can't see where. Funny thing is you can move around a lot. It's a big area so you can move around. I know there are some few enemies around. Strange how few people there are.
Heaven has get better horses with quiet. I knew. You need anything here?
Had to stop there.
Things safe.
Let's see. Special shipments. Acquired enchanted stone bearer, enchanted bar, enchanted. Wait. That means I got that? No. That's the word. I got on it. I just wanted to see if there were actually the armor or only the blood transport. What's only the blueprints, they think so? I can talk to Derek.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Only close as a miracle as you get. Silly, I don't impossible get things in games without hacking. There you are.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it. But I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid, and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Kinda. Suppose. Maybe. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that.
She's the one that's still fucking up.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad.
I have no time to say. How the hell am I supposed to really come and save?
Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her, too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Yeah. No. No, I think if I talk to the bartender, I'm probably gonna get a drink, and I don't want. Games. I mean, it's gonna be sober anyway. Video games. That's actually not too.
Calista said to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
Not impressed.
They're fine.
I wouldn't say
nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right.
Something
Smart woman for asking them.
It's not about what you do. That's great potion. Dawn Luthus. How the hell am I supposed to find a Dawn Luthus? Grenades. I need to find more stuff.
The chosen of Andraste. The blessed heroes sent to save us all.
I hope to be one.
I didn't ask for this, but someone has to find a way to seal the breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons.
That's not
Not
funny.
so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Oh, I think mages have the bigger chance. Let's see if we can find Liliana. There she is. That was false.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
One thing I don't like is you don't even get the chance to flirt with Liara.
Apothecary are done. Can I have those supplies for you by tomorrow, Quartermaster?
It's about damn time.
No. Just because you had Liliana as a love interest in
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the injured as soon as possible, revered
normal
mother.
Dragon Age,
Thank you,
then you don't get the chance to do this here. Because that would be a little lore breaking. I don't have any Inquisition.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Set report. What's this? 20, 29, 29. So let's forces there.
All right.
Contact plan. Andan Antashi, it does my heart well to hear that you are safe. Our clan was visited by a member of the Inquisition who spoke personally of the good work you are doing, as well as the fairness with which our kind have been treated by the Inquisition itself. Know that Clan Lebanon has little by way of gold, but I gave them some of our healing herbs, as Silas blessed us with an abundance in our recent fortune. It would be a distraction if we came to the... yeah. I don't care anymore. Rescue sword is missing a problem. Inquisitions have gone missing in the marshes reaches Ferelden because the region is largely uncharted. Finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition advisors are determined to find out what happened, and if possible, bring the people back alive. I think the forces would be best. Would you like to gather your party and match the follow mine? I'm not sure. Actually, what the hell? Yeah, take this number. Actually, no. Take iron ball. Confirm. Iron ball is pretty strong. Mirror de la Mirreville Folly. Mirror de la Mirror was cut from Valroy in 849. Blessed it was the will of the mad Emperor Rebellion, who demanded a reflection pool large enough to draw his vain descendants mother back across the Vale. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first four blight were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Reveal indeed is for divination, using boats as a massive patience, but work was not finished until the week of his death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy or fornication, sorriness by the nobility. Okay, I don't understand half of what I read here. But there's Hard in Hightown, Chapter 2. Magistrate Donwald Butler had the air of a man who had never risen before dawn in his life. He stared down his notes at Donnan Brenworks and his partner Yevlan as if he were on some lofty balcony above them instead of standing in the parlor in his dressing gown. The magistrate is in the post. This can wait until a reasonable hour. He gestured for the guards to see themselves out. The magistrate is dead. Donnan corrected him. Wake the household. As the butler left, Yevlan shifted uneasily in his new armor. Shouldn't the captain be here? You want to go back to the barracks? Be my guest, Donnan said with a shrug, only half listening. As he studied the collection displayed in the room. A dozen ancient swords lay nestled in the display cases, protected from dust and praying fingers. He moved to lift the lid of the nearest one. Yevlan started to protest, but then the doors opened. She had eyes the color of topaz and dark hair that fell across her brown brow like sword stroking. She strode into the parlor with such dignified elegance that Donnan didn't realize for several minutes that she was clad in a house coat and not a ball gown. You have news about my husband. What's Seamus done this time? Forget to pay his bill at the Rose? She seated herself and indicated the guards to do the same, other than a recruit to speak up. Jonas thought, "No, Lady Dawn, actually," she interrupted him without way. "Merrily, please. Lady Merrill, your husband has been murdered. Donnan took over for the flustered recruit. When did you see him last?" Merrill stared at him, her jewel-colored eyes wide, and her voice cracked on. "Murdered? Seamus." But a heartbeat, maybe two, passed, and she again became the perfect picture of a noble grace. "I saw him at dinner," she answered in a tone anyone might use to comment on the weather. "He left before dusk. He said he was going to play Wicked Grace with the common Defever." "Do you know of anyone who might have wanted him dead?" Yellen asked softly. "People want magistrate dead in principle." She gave her a wry smile, but her voice grew pained. "Criminals, political rivals, even people in his district who disagreed with him." She drifted off, lost in thought, and then turned to Donna Nice. "Blazing, a week ago a letter came. Vague threats. I thought it was nothing, but it upset Seamus." "Who sent it?" Donna asked. "It wasn't signed, but the seal was 6 crossed swords." I have no idea. The Fall of Maya. I spent the last week in the Fall of Maya. The bog stretched forever. It's a slow riding at night when the mists get thick. You can still travel along the old roads, and there are enough good hunting to make the trip worthwhile. Fish, birds, and even a few hearts. There are one thing to look out for, though. When anything dies in the water, the Maya preserves it. I was stalking a magnificent buck when a corpse clawed out of the water at me. I'm not afraid to say I ran. No rack of antlers, it's worth fighting a demon. My cousin in Fisher's End thought it was funny. Says he has to look out for undead every time he goes outside the village. I don't know how he stands it. Diary of a Hunter from Denerim. Resources found here: Blood Lotus, Dawn Lotus, Summerstone, and Blue Vitriol. Well, I need a Dawn Lotus. So, can we finish loading now? I read everything, and it took like nearly 10 minutes. Perfect! I actually need a new processor for my computer, so I can speed it up again. Because it's starting to break down a little. But my sister gonna call the guarantee, well, where I bought the computer, and if the guarantee still work, I'm gonna turn in the computer and get a totally new one. Because the computer is fucked up, really. But gonna take some time to do that.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
I was hoping we could negotiate.
I wouldn't count on it. These Avar don't seem to value diplomacy. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
They're not on the list of my favorite monsters.
You'll want to stay out of the water, then. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the fallow mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Oh no,
This might interest you, sir.
Report?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Follow my survey. Well, we're gonna take some time. Loading. That's the only way to get this kind of possession freeze. I think we have some things to do. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna use her mostly as an archer, so... Super first, sabotage. Well... First blood. Explosive shot. Death from above, long shot, archer lance, or eagle eye. Damage bonus 900% at 25 meters. That's pretty good. Okay, she's very powerful now. Okay, let's see if we have something good to give her. I know we have a good bow, but... Oh, she can actually use it. Good. Now she's very powerful. I didn't know she could use it. I didn't think so. Melee defense, range defense. She gets that then. I have 4,130 gold. Well, accessories. Enchant belt of health. Or life forward heal. Potions belt. Actually, belt of urgency. I have no idea. Aware of this belt gains small boost to attack speed with a below 50% health. I mean, why not? I'm not gonna use him later, but for now, doesn't matter which stuff. I mean, it's the same. I need to become level 11 before I can use that properly.
Can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Let's just keep moving. Yeah. Need what I can get. I don't think any person would like to live here. I certainly wouldn't. Oh, the door is locked? The door's also locked, so... Okay, I don't think this was a good idea.
Is that a beacon of some sort?
Whoops, wrong button. Oh crap. Don't you think even to try that.
We could use these. Lure those corpses out of the mud and fight on solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
I see that. I don't know how to activate it though. Well, whatever. Let's go this way.
One down.
What is that? Well, they're not immediately hostile, so. Alright, ready? Okay, I need a healing potion, sorry. Okay, here. They're not too easy to defeat, but I do it. That's how I do. Okay. How far was the first one? Yeah, we go back to that later instead. We're going this way. Can take the verify with us. Camber, go do this. Love this. Need all of it.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
What do you think? I mean, it's like you always set up camp. Like, you never. Seriously.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition soldiers.
They better be fine. And the ones who took them, they won't be.
Yeah, they won't. I aim for a door when the whole back of the place pretty much is gone. Sky Watcher. Hey, Donnie.
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Interesting how widely Ferelden beliefs diverge.
Call me Ferelden again, Elf, and see how far you get.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
Too far.
You can mend the gaps in the air. Aye.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
I'm not going through the water. One thing I do know about this mire is if you go through the water, you will probably wake up some corpses.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
Well, you done. Best way to kill undead mostly are to burn the corpses. Ah! Understand why I'm...
Careful. Disturbing the water draws
them. That's why I try to keep out of the water. We're gonna get our troops back. What's that fire staff better than mine? Fire Morning Star. Wrath of Lovely. Wrath of the Dragon. So yeah. Damn it. I don't want to step in the water, but how often do you get the choices? Someone shot an arrow at me.
Oh, quite a smell.
Ugh, they're all slimy.
Let's look around.
Why? I don't know what the hell is going on over there. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all we have time for this time.
We're really good with
so
that.
Exit. So that was all I have for Dragon Age Inquisition this time. As a headline and screen. I'll see you next time. BroFive! Hello, bros.